What's up, everybody? I'm back. Check it out. So I got a video. I'm gonna continue to try to make videos, man. I've been kind of slacking on it. Videos are kind of everywhere, but I'm gonna kind of do a series here. So this right here behind me is my 1996 Ford F350. It is a dually, obviously, but in the bed of this dually, I got some goodies, and these goodies were a long time waiting. I've been kind of lacking on it, trying to up this truck a little bit, but I kind of want to make a series out of this to where I'm going to show everybody how to, or the proper way. I wouldn't say proper really, but I guess my way of performing and upgrading this truck. I've done a lot of things I haven't recorded, but I'm gonna try to get back to it. But yeah, in this box, I'm gonna show you why this is well needed. Go ahead and pop the hood here, and I'm gonna show you what my exhaust looks like. Yeah, so I guess by the looks of that, you already know what's in those boxes. And like I said, I was doing some upgrades I haven't really recorded, but I got my high output alternator. I went ahead and got some thicker gauge wires, some batteries. Later on in the future, that I'm gonna go ahead and get this mounted over here with this own little box enclosure. But I'm gonna show you what's underneath the truck and why this has been a well-deserved and well-needed mod. So yeah, as you can see, I got a straight dump with half of the exhaust just hanging out back there. So we're gonna go ahead and fix that, and let's go ahead and start unboxing the exhaust. So I did get a little ahead of myself before I started recording. So I got this kit in two pieces. Obviously, you got to get the up or down pipe from the turbo. This connects to your turbo and goes down to the rest of the exhaust. 3-inch, for the people who don't know, 3 inches are needed for the OBSs because between the engine block and the firewall is very narrow. But other than that, you can go with any kind of size out back. But this is the box I'm really excited for. Like I said, I got ahead of myself and started unpackaging some of it. But so this is Diamond Eyes 5-inch cat back exhaust, and I'm super excited on putting this on. I really am. With this kit, since I am going to 3-inch to a 5-inch, you're gonna need an adapter, and then this kit does come with an adapter. So the adapter that it comes with is, I want to say this is 3.5, if I'm not mistaken, to a 5-inch. So a while back, I ended up buying this adapter years and years ago. So this should fit. I'm probably gonna have to cut this off just a little bit so I can slide that on. So because this is 3.5 to 3-inch compared to a 3-inch. So yeah, we're gonna have to cut that just a little bit. Well, before I start cutting anything, I want to lay it out, make sure it's linked enough to reach from the or from the cap back all the way to the back. I'm sure it is, but like I said, I just want to be sure before I start cutting and start putting everything on, realize that it's way too short. Just have what I have already. So I'm gonna go ahead and lay it all out real quick. I'm gonna do it over here. Well, for the most part, looks like it's all gonna be there. I measure roughly around 10 foot from where I had that cutoff at all the way back to the axle, where it goes above the axle. It's about 10 foot here. So I guess the only thing is to do is to get started. So like I said, we're gonna have to modify this for our adapter. So pretty much we're just replacing that little section right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it marked. Got my cutoff wheel. I know this ain't the right way to do it, but it's what I got. That's gonna work. So I ain't too worried about it. Well, not the straightest cut, but that's gonna do. Look at that. I'll just put a clamp right there so I can hold it in, and then let's go ahead and start working on the exhaust. So I forgot to do this, but I'm gonna show you guys a comparison on what my exhaust sounds right now. It's loud. Obviously it's downpipe, just like any loud car would be. If I can find my keys. I'm not really gonna do a tutorial on how to do your turbo. There's a lot of videos out there that show you guys how to do it. Um, it is a little bit of a pain. There's a little cut and stuff like that. So I would recommend you guys watch that. This ain't gonna be a how-to. This is pretty much a before and after on modding this truck. A lot of modifications to be done. So let's get to it. Ow. Well, it's fighting me. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause it real quick. Get it out. I finally got it out. Tell you what, that wasn't fun at all. I guess I'm gonna show you guys what it looked like. That's what I had on there. Welded and fabricated by yours truly. Yeah, well, time to install a new one. Well, for a second, but it's all good. Now we're gonna do this bottom part. Oh, that's a beautiful fit. Guess I can show you guys the problem. Get a better angle right there. Yep. That transmission line is not gonna work for us. So we're gonna try to loosen it up and try to scoot it up a little bit from the top there. Hopefully we can get that fit. Okay, so I got most of it kind of where I want it. I just gotta make sure that it's gonna clear all the transmission lines over there, which I got a feeling it's not gonna do that. I can worry about that here in a little bit once I get this exhaust. So I guess that's one thing. If you go with this 5-inch, it's gonna hit your exhaust. Your transmission lines down there. So I'm not sure if they come like that from factory, but at least mine did. So we're gonna go ahead and start tackling the rest of this exhaust, taking it off. So I got 1, 2, 3 hooks that I gotta take off. And if you ever done some of these, you know exactly why I'm sighing. So okay. Oh, sorry I didn't record none of this, but this was not fun. I mean, then again, what is fun when it comes to modifying besides driving it? All right, she's on there, a little loose, but I figure I want it here a little bit. I want to get it started real quick. Oh my gosh. That is wicked loud. Holy, a lot deeper than I expected. It's a little quieter in the cab, but there's some kind of knocking going on. I gotta figure out what's going on, but holy cow. I think it's loud. Gives it a little more aggressiveness. That's insane. All right, we do have a small exhaust leak coming out from the top of that right there where it's not seated properly. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to get that all fixed up. Gotta loosen some things down here. I've noticed that now all of a sudden I have a little transmission leak coming out. So I guess that's round 2 of getting this thing up and running. But let me get everything cleaned up, tightened up, and try to fix that leak, and we're gonna go for a little drive. So when I was editing this video, I noticed I didn't make an outro to it. So here it is, man. This thing sounds freaking awesome, man. Ooh, that sun is bright. That thing sounds awesome. I've been driving it for a couple of weeks now, and it's a worldly difference on how it sounds, especially in the high RPM. But yeah, man, hopefully here soon I can get y'all some clips of it, you know, give me a little drive-bys, go and pass by, have the GoPro, you know, sucked up on there, and give you guys the worldly outside view of how this thing sounds on a flyby. So, but until then, man, I appreciate it. Like, follow, subscribe. You got some comments you want to put on there, let me know what you want to see done to the 7.3 out there. And like I said, this is going to be a serious video on how I would build the 7.3 to be reliable up to the point where, you know, I'm gonna start making some serious horsepower. I say serious, but 400, 500 horsepower, you know what I mean? That's the most you can do to these trucks as far as keeping it reliable. But yeah, man. And then also I have a 6.4 here. I know 6.4, you can buy a dud, but I got a really good deal. So if y'all want to check out this, I have another series on this build right now on another video, and I'm gonna continue fixing this one. And when I get this one up and running, I can start doing some serious mods to that one, and kind of go from there, man. But I appreciate y'all watching. I'll see y'all in the next one.